So today I'm sharing what my afternoons and evenings look like as a female Christian business owner. So if you are a busy business owner too and your mom and trying to do your best to do all the things, you're going to want to watch this. It's just so fun to hear how other people do it, what it looks like for them, and feel either seen, recognized, or inspired to act differently or go deeper into what you're already doing. So if you like this episode, definitely make sure to subscribe because next up, you guys, I'm going to share what I'm doing in the new year to be even more productive as a business owner who loves the Lord. Okay, so welcome. I'm Alexandra Campbell, professional certified coach and founder of Grace-Based Christian Coaching. At GSCC, we are all about prioritizing. I'll partner with ambitious women, oftentimes business owners, who love what they do, but they feel overwhelmed, distracted, and maybe are experiencing doubt or defeat personally or professionally. And they're looking for practical strategies to think and live differently, both their work and life with excellence while honoring their faith and what matters most. Okay, so let's get down to it. Let's talk about what do effective afternoons and evenings look like as a female business owner who loves the Lord. So first, after having my second, surrender became such a big thing. With my first, I really tried to live life it hurts. Like, it hurts me to say this. Like, I was doing everything I was before and with a child. And that's just, it's not realistic. It's not fair to yourself or to your family. And so when baby number two came along, surrender happened, right? Like, let's give this to God. Like, let's let go and remember, right? Like, this is when it became so real. The family first, God first, really, then family, then business. Okay. And after I had my third, this just really anchored that in that much more. So, all that to say, when I bring my girls home from preschool, we'll put them down for nap and or my oldest at this point, it's mainly just quiet time. And you know what? Hoping for the best. Nothing is guaranteed with these little humans, right? Like, they have minds and bodies of their own. And so if I can get things done, awesome. But that's not promised. And just really living with open hands as much as possible and trust that God is going to get done what you need to get done today. And just embracing that and honoring that. Okay, so if there is space, awesome. We'll get to knock out some more work and or maybe some quiet time. Something that I had done in seasons that felt really busy, but I still wanted to be productive was maybe this was an invitation to put work to the side and use this nap time to do something that was helpful but productive personally. So one of the things that I am an avid doer of is taking screenshots, right? Pictures of things, ideas, all of it, and actually going through them. So sometimes this is my time to do that, and that feels really good. Um, but when that time is over, it's the girls. Like, it is them, right? We do part-time childcare so that they can get a good nap, so that I can have really good quality time with them in the afternoons and like making it about them, being fully present. So whenever we can, that can look like going outside, which is awesome. My girls love arts, crafts, things like that. So coloring, we have like a almost like a Bible study book for our 4-year-old. We'll kind of go through that together. We love books. We actually do not have a TV in our home. So that really truly creates the opportunity for connection, relationship, learning how to interact well with one another and get creative. One of the things too that we've adopted this year that is new and different and has honestly been a game changer as a mom with minimal working hours is to have someone pick up the girls one day a week. With sick kids and holidays, it maybe happens 2 to 3 times a month, but that's also been a really cool thing that we've done too. So we actually have a teacher who, funny enough, in their preschool, she lives right where we do. And so she picks them up, puts them down for nap, and then I get a few more hours of working time. Um, and I'm home by 4. And then occasionally my husband, when his work schedule allows it, will go and we'll pick up the girls on Friday, put them down for a nap. Of course, I don't have as much time, right? I got to get back if one of them wakes up. But that's also been a really, really cool way to stretch the time, but truly miss minimal time with them, because usually when I'll get back, one of them maybe still is napping. And that's been a really, really great way. I don't know if you moms feel me, but to have a stretch of uninterrupted time, more than like 2 broken hours to think without interruption, right? Like, it's just honestly, it just feels so good for your brain. So that's been a really, really special thing that we've tried out this year too. That's been a lot of fun. But guys, like, this is a perfect example of how I'll work with clients to get creative, right? Like, think outside the box for what your life looks like, your unique needs are, and how we can get creative in figuring out something to meet where you're going while honoring where you're at. So if this sounds like something that you would love support in, like, let's talk. Hop to gracebased christian coaching.com, look for the clarity call application button. You'll answer a few questions, and then if we might be a fits, we can hop on a conversation and find out what it looks like to work together, and if this is the best fit to getting you from where you are to where God wants you to be. Okay, so those are the afternoons, and then evening routine as a Christian business owner. So I love doing things in advance. Like, I was that person in college who would write her essays like 6 weeks in advance because it just felt good to do it in that way. And so I found, especially with the 3 young kids, that prepping dinner earlier than we think we need it is usually always the best choice. So I'll go ahead and do that. On the days when my husband gets home early enough, we can all eat together in the dining room, which is fabulous. The way our newer house is set up, it doesn't happen as naturally as it did before, which we miss. So we're practicing our table manners, throwing beach towels on the cloth chairs that we bought when we were child free, and just enjoying it as much as we can. So bath time, right, is followed by dinner, and then we always go around and do prayer. And gosh, we want to empower our kids to have faith be the most important thing, and honoring the actions that we're taking to match that value. So one of the things we do is we go around. I'll do this with the girls in the morning on the drive to school too, but with my husband, and we'll each pray about our day. So he'll start, then I'll go, then my 4-year-old, and then my 2-year-old, and then I could just cry with gratitude for it. Even my 1-year-old is kind of in on it. Girlfriend can't really talk, right? She's 1, but she'll like put her hands together and bow her head, and it is just precious. So we have our family prayer time, we'll read some books, and then we'll have a little bit of one-on-one time with the girls. One of the things that I like to do with my oldest is to think through what are the joys in our day that we can thank Jesus for. And then after bedtime, we kind of have a moment, my husband and I, to recalibrate, to clean up, and to just have space for whatever we need, whether it be time together, time to get a little bit more work done, or just to decompress. I love so much to just get out of the house too. I'm just finding that with kids, right, I'm naturally spending more time in the home. And so to get out, to connect with friends, other people who are working is just so life-giving. So like this week, for example, I'm going to meet with another friend who's actually a coach too. We're going to grab dinner together. Going to meet with a set of friends from church and grab a dinner together. Maybe tonight I'm going to either go to a MOPS group Christmas gathering, or my local church has a training on communication, and that might be something that I'm going to do too. So like, just really using that time well. Again, we don't have the TV, and to me that's just one of the best, like, honestly, that is an act of God. I can kind of speak more to that and some stories behind that, but it just gives so much space to live more life. Okay. And then last but certainly not least, what do I do every night without fail? And maybe it's different than what you think it is, because it's not so much doing, but it's being still. It's sitting. So we actually have my daughter's old nursery chair in our bedroom right now, and it's so comfortable. It's a great reading chair, actually. And so what I like to do is just take a moment to sit in the quiet, to breathe, to think, to pray, over the highlights of the day. Like, recognize what I loved. Think about what didn't go so well and how that can be improved in the future. And then consider, like, what am I excited about for tomorrow that's coming up, and get pumped up and end the day on a high note there. So that's what that looks like. It's just been so life-giving between that and then, I love a supplement. I've really, really been into several different types of magnesium lately, um, supplements and spray. I used to be, for as long as I can remember, you guys, probably 20 years, the girl who would wake up every single night without fail, go to the bathroom, some nights go back to sleep, easy, some nights not so much. But between, I think, just, again, I just love magnesium. I don't know what else to tell you. And that time in the chair, just connecting with God, going through like a daily examine, if you will, like has just calmed my body and brain so well that maybe it's the third kid too, right? Like a culmination of all these things. I just sleep through the night and it is the biggest gift. Praise Jesus. Hallelujah. So those are what my afternoons and evenings look like. So hopeful that was inspiring to you, that gave you a new idea, something to try out, like adopt, make your own. Um, and just be encouraged, be inspired, live differently because of at least one thing that you heard today. And you guys, don't forget, subscribe to this podcast and YouTube to stay connected, plugged in, like get life-giving content to change things for the better. What is coming next is so good. We're talking about what I'm changing to be even more productive in the new year as a female Christian business owner. So if you are thinking ahead a little bit to 2025 and considering how you want to refine and what that could look like, this episode is it. Screenshot this podcast, share it with a friend through text or on social media. We need more Jesus, like simply, period, we do. And my mission and support is for this content to be a part of that. So support me, support your friends in getting these ideas out. I'm so happy you're here, so, so grateful, and cannot wait to see you next time.